Well, it's that time again where we take a look at how the Toronto real estate market performed last month. Considering all the negative news in the industry, like Mizrahi's project being placed under receivership and the sudden stoppage of multiple condo projects within the GTA, I think you'll be surprised at how the resale market performed. Stick around and I'll tell you all about it, right here, right now. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Everything Toronto. It's no doubt that we've seen a dramatic shift in the market over the past 5 months. What was once a hot seller's market has suddenly simmered into a more balanced one, and it's edging closer to a buyer's market each day. Then add all the panicked headlines streaking across multiple media outlets, and you'd think Toronto's market would be in a crisis state. But then you look at the numbers, and you see that the average price in Toronto actually increased in October. Shocking? Yeah, I'd say. So let's take a look at the numbers and try to make sense of all this. So here we go. The average price in Toronto reported by the Toronto Regional Real Estate Board for the month of October hit $1,127,635, increasing 0.7% month over month and 3.2% year over year. It's also up 0.5% compared to 2021. And for those of you who are curious, it's also a 9.9% increase compared to 2020. So despite all the doom and gloom headlines, prices are still escalating. This is a sign that demand for housing in Toronto is still strong, yet there isn't enough inventory to satisfy that demand. But that being said, the number of sales has in fact decreased significantly, and we'll get to that in a second. Next, we'll look at the number of new listings. TREB recorded 5,669 new listings in October, a decrease of 13% month over month, and an increase of 38.2% year over year. It also increased 10.3% from 2021. Now let's look at number of new sales, and this may raise some eyebrows. There were 1,834 properties sold in October, which is an increase of 5.3% month over month, and a decrease of 3.1% year over year. And here's where it gets a bit concerning. It's down 51.5% when compared to 2021. And again, for those curious, it's down 47.8% compared to 2020. Now let's drill down into different housing types and analyze how each segment performed. But before we do, it'd be great if you can hit that subscribe button. If this is your first time on the channel and you want to know all there is to know about living in Toronto, including real estate plus all the great stuff to do in the city, then subscribe and tap that bell so you can be the first to know about everything Toronto. Now let's look at detached homes, where the average price in Toronto hit $1,718,440. This is slightly down 0.3% month over month and up 6.8% when compared to 2022. But compared to 2021, it's down 3.7%. There were 586 detached homes sold in October, up 6.7% month over month, and down 2.2% year over year. But compared to 2021, it's down 44.8%. By the way, if you want to know the top 5 highest selling homes in Toronto, plus how much they sold for, watch the video linked above. Moving on, the average price for a semi-detached in October was recorded at $1,278,347, down 0.3% month over month and up 4.8% year over year. But it decreased 3.3% compared to 2021. There were 194 semi-detached homes sold last month, up 21.3% from September and down 3.5% year over year. It's also down 47.1% compared to 2021. The average price of townhomes hit $1,017,094, an increase of 2.5% month over month and 1.4% year over year, but it's slightly down 0.8% compared to 2021. There were 162 townhomes sold last month, down 8% month over month and down 12.4% year over year, and decreasing a whopping 62.1% from October 2021. Lastly, we'll look at condos, where the average price hit $729,160, a decrease of 0.4% month over month and a decrease of 1.5% year over year, and also a decrease of 1.4% compared to 2021. There were 883 condos sold in October, an increase of 3.9% month over month, and a decrease of 0.6% year over year. It also sank 53.8% compared to 2021. And if you want to know what the top 5 highest selling condos were last month, click to watch this video. So what do we make of all this? The economy is obviously slowing, yet prices are still increasing. Well, I think Jason Mercer, the chief market analyst of the Toronto Regional Real Estate Board, said it best. In October's market update, he states, competition between buyers remains strong enough to keep the average selling price above last year's level in October and above cyclical lows experienced in the first quarter of this year. The Bank of Canada also noted this resilience in its October statement. However, home prices remain well below their record peak reached at the beginning of 2022. So that being said, prices may continue to slightly improve over last year. The reason? Well, it's quite simple. Prices will continue to increase at a modest pace because demand is increasing. And the reason for that is because our population continues to grow. I don't see us hitting the record highs of Q1 of 2022, but if there's a rate cut in the near future, then we may see home sales along with prices rise quickly because those buyers sitting on the sidelines will jump back in. So there you have it, Toronto's market update for October. And remember, if you're thinking of moving to or leaving Toronto, reach out to us anytime. Every day we get calls from people just like you planning their Toronto move. Whether you're moving in 3 days or in 3 months, we got you covered. Our team is dedicated to providing tailored solutions to match your needs and timeline to help make your move easy and stress-free. Thanks for watching, subscribing, and liking this video. And don't forget to tap that bell. And remember, if you're planning a move, feel free to give us a call, send us a text, or drop us an email. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.